to serve today, but what happens if you didn't pay attention and you messed things up?
Yes, well, we have James Brisione, chef instructor from ICE, the Institute of Culinary Education, here to show us how to save Thanksgiving. You're our savior. All right, so we're going to start with the centerpiece of Thanksgiving, and that is the turkey. Okay, well, what if the turkey is too dry?
Too dry, you need moisture, that's gravy, right? Don't give anybody an option on gravy.
Okay.
Take it out, carve it, put all the turkey down on put all the gravy down the platter with the turkey.
So you're a gravy pusher.
They don't have a choice. We're a gravy pusher. Yes. Like, you know what? You're having gravy. If you want a little more, here's some more, but I'm covering up. And never admit any of your mistakes, right?
Yeah,
don't be like, oh, I'm so sorry, the turkey's dry. Just be like, here's the turkey. Don't you love the gravy? Isn't everything great together?
Right.
You know?
I like your style.
Don't admit mistakes.
Yeah.
Just, boom, I meant to do it.
How hard was it for you to cook an inferior turkey?
It was not easy.
Did it break your heart?
It was. I had to take pictures of this pie before. I was like, okay. Here's a great pie. Now I'm going to burn it.
Oh, no. It went against the grain of everything
really
you
did.
spent
It
your
hurt.
entire life learning.
It hurt a little bit.
Well, now let's move on to the stuffing. What have we done to mess up the stuffing?
So easy. If it's too dry, or if you kind of burn the edges, burn edges are really just surface problems. It's just appearance. So just scrape stuff off. Pour a little more stock over it, and warm it back up in the oven, and you're good to go.
Okay.
So don't be afraid to cut off and
trim off edges. Trim off your burn edges. Pour a little extra stock on top. Have extra chicken broth on hand. That's a big key to saving things.
Let me ask you about the opposite problem. Obviously, stuffing, you could just stick it in the oven, cook it a little more. But if your turkey is severely underdone and everyone is like sitting down and putting in their napkins and ready to eat, how do you quickly get it done?
Cut it up. Cut it up, slice the whole thing, and then put it laid out. Put it in the oven, so it's going to cook much more quickly. I'm not a proponent of carving at the table, because if anything goes wrong,
you're not the first one to say that. You present it, but then you can leave.
Here it is. And then say you carve it, you go cut in, and you see that it's not cooked all the way. Put it on, slice it up, put it on pans, get it in the oven, come back with some drinks. Hey guys, we're ready to...
Or carve like one ceremonial slice at the table.
Get out of Dodge.
You don't want those big knives near grandma.
No.
It's not a good look.
What about mashed potatoes? We've messed them up. They're lumpy.
We got lumpy mashed potatoes. You know what? They're not lumpy mashed potatoes. They are an incredible cheesy potato gratin.
So you just made this look like this over here.
So I took my lumpy mashed potatoes, stirred in a little extra milk, put a bunch of cheese on top, and popped them in the oven.
I love this.
That wasn't a mistake. That's exactly what I wanted to do.
Or just change the name, call them smashed potatoes, because that's the thing now where they're intentionally lumpy.
Right, yeah. Now, speaking of lumps, what if the gravy is too lumpy? How do we avoid that?
Once again, stock. Stir in some more stock. And then pour it through a strainer, but don't push it, don't stir it. Just let it drip through the strainer. All the lumps will stay back. All the good thin stuff will come through, and you're good to go.
That sounds great.
Now, you've messed the pie up, clearly.
Right.
You burned your pie.
Totally burned the pie. What a disaster. To varying degrees, right? If it's just a little bit, before you serve it, boom, bring it out with the whipped cream on. If it's totally done and the crust is burnt and the top is burnt up like this, watch this. Right, the top comes right off. That burnt part separates easily.
This was burned pie right here.
This was burnt pie, right? It's not.
Oh, and then you cover it up. They're never gonna know.
We made this great little potato tart, a sweet potato tart. It's not a pie.
It's a
That's my little
potato
small tart bite.
FYI, these smashed
cheesy,
potatoes
whatever they are delicious.
Right? So we're good to go. And if all else fails, right? Relax.
Serve more alcohol.
Serve more alcohol.
Let's talk about the alcohol that we have here.
So this is Guido Berlucchi. This is a Franciacorta, which is like the step up from Prosecco. Great Italian wine. Really delicious and reasonable. We love it. I'm going to give you. I'm going to let that calm down.
Let's give that to Jody.
To Jody.
And a few pomegranate seeds make it look extra special.
And pomegranate seeds make it look beautiful. They're festive. They're seasonal, right? They're probably, hopefully, maybe something you have around anyway. I love pomegranate seeds in a salad for Thanksgiving, right? Really dresses up a salad. Lovely. So that's a great, easy thing to have. A simple cocktail to have around. If you have a good bottle of scotch, Johnny Walker Gold Label is a beautiful thing. It's even that's a great centerpiece. I'm just throwing that on the table.
Yeah, it does.
Get flowers, a beautiful bottle.
No, it does.
John.
Fantastic.
We're going to dress that up with a little bit of fresh citrus.
Cheers.
Let's cheers to Thanksgiving.
A simple scotch and soda.
Cheers. Happy Thanksgiving to all.
Thank you
Makes
so
it
much.
beautiful.
And all you do is a little citrus in there?
And that's it, right? And then, you know, red wine. We want to have some red wine, something that pairs really well with the great flavor of Thanksgiving. This is the Luce della Vite Lucenta.
Say that fast after a couple of Johnny Walker Reds.
It's a baby Super Tuscan. So it's all those great flavors of the Super Tuscan, which are really, you know, great wines. You're getting a lot of value and quality with this. It's kind of the second picking, beautiful grape still, delicious wine, but really inexpensive.
Lovely.
Very reasonable, I should say.
Who's cooking at your house today?
My lovely wife, Brooke. Hi, honey.
We miss her.
We miss her.
She's home and with Parker. Actually, Parker, if I could guess, Brooke's in the kitchen. Working on dinner.
Right.
Parker's in front of the TV. Either the parade is on, she's looking at the balloons,
There you
or
go.
a cartoon.
Well,
Those
thank
are hopefully
you so
us.
much. Thank you for coming
Hopefully
in.
us we see.
Chef Instructor James Brisione from the Institute of Culinary Education. Thank you for dropping by this Thanksgiving. Have a
Thank you,
great
guys.
one. Thank you so
Everyone
much.
fix it up.
Yep.
And here is our holiday gift to you. Your